Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. How are you today? Today I am here with Emily, and today we are going to talk about learn how to ask questions in English.
Hello, everyone. I am very happy to be here today. Let's start our conversation.
Hi Emily, how are you today?
I am good, Alex. How are you?
I am great, thank you for asking.
Today is going to be fun.
Yes, today we will learn how to ask questions in English.
Many beginners worry about asking questions,
That is true.
but questions are very important in daily life.
Yes, we ask questions every day.
We ask questions at school, at work, at restaurants, and with friends.
Exactly.
Alex, do you think questions are difficult?
Sometimes yes, but simple practice helps a lot.
I agree.
Emily, what is the first question people usually learn in English?
I think many people learn, how are you?
Yes, that is a very common question.
Let's say it together.
How are you?
I am fine, thank you.
Very easy.
Yes, beginners can start with short questions.
Emily, what are some important question words?
Good question.
Thank you.
Some important question words are what, where, when, why, who, and how.
These words help us ask many questions.
Exactly.
Let's start with what.
Okay.
Emily, what is your favorite food?
My favorite food is pizza.
Nice.
What is your favorite drink?
My favorite drink is coffee.
Very good.
What asks about things?
Yes, for example, what is your name?
What is your job?
What is your favorite color?
Very useful questions.
Now let's talk about where.
Okay.
Where asks about places.
For example, where do you live?
I live in London.
Where is the bus stop?
Where is your school?
Very simple.
Yes, beginners should practice these questions every day.
Emily, what about when?
When asks about time.
For example, when do you wake up?
I wake up at 7 a.m.
When is your birthday?
My birthday is in May.
Great.
Now let's learn why.
Many people think why is difficult.
But it is not too difficult.
Why asks for a reason.
For example, why are you happy?
Because today is sunny.
Very good. Why do you study English?
Because I want to speak with more people.
Nice answer.
Thank you. Now let's talk about who.
Who asks about people?
For example, who is your best friend?
My best friend is Anna.
Who is your teacher?
My teacher is Mr. Brown.
Very easy examples.
Yes.
And finally, how.
How asks about method or condition.
Like, how are you?
Exactly.
How do you go to work?
I go to work by bus.
How do you make tea?
First, boil water, then add tea.
Very simple.
Alex, many beginners also ask about yes or no questions.
That is important.
Yes or no questions are easy.
For example, do you like music?
Yes, I do.
Do you play football?
No, I do not.
Very clear answers.
We also use are.
Like, are you tired?
Yes, I am.
Are you hungry?
No, I am not.
Great examples.
Thank you.
Emily, do you think pronunciation is important?
Yes, very important.
Let's practice one question slowly.
Okay,
Where are you from?
good sentence.
Beginners can repeat it many times.
Yes, repetition helps pronunciation.
Emily, what questions do you use every day?
I often ask, what time is it?
That is useful.
I also ask, where is my phone?
That is funny.
Yes, I lose my phone sometimes.
Me too.
Another useful question is, can you help me?
Very important sentence.
Yes, many people use it every day.
Emily, let's teach simple grammar now.
Great idea.
In English, many questions use helping verbs.
Like do, does, and did.
Exactly.
For example, do you like coffee?
Does she play tennis?
Did you watch the movie?
Very nice.
Do is for I, you, we, and they.
Does is for he, she, and it.
Good explanation.
Thank you.
Let's make more examples.
Do they live here?
Does he speak English?
Did she call you?
Excellent.
Now, let's practice short answers.
Okay.
Do you like cats?
Yes, I do.
Does your friend drive?
No, he does not.
Did you eat breakfast?
Yes, I did.
Very good.
Alex, many beginners forget word order.
Yes, word order is important.
In English questions, we often put the helping verb first.
For example, you are happy becomes are you happy?
Good example.
She likes pizza becomes does she like pizza?
Very helpful.
Emily, what question do you hear most often?
I hear, "What do you do?" very often.
Yes, people ask that when meeting someone new.
Exactly.
Another common question is where are you from?
Very common in conversations.
If you are enjoying this conversation, don't forget to like and subscribe.
And please share this podcast with your friends.
Emily, let's do a small practice conversation.
Sounds good.
Hi, what is your name?
My name is Emily.
Where are you from?
I am from Canada.
What do you do?
I am a student.
Do you like English?
Yes, I do.
Wonderful.
That conversation is very useful for beginners.
Yes, beginners can practice it every day.
Alex, let's talk about pronunciation tips.
Okay.
Beginners should speak slowly.
Yes, slow speaking is okay.
Clear pronunciation is more important than fast speaking.
I agree.
Also, listen carefully to native speakers.
Podcasts are great for listening practice.
Exactly.
Emily, what is your favorite English question?
I like, "How was your day?"
That is friendly.
Yes, it shows care.
My favorite is what are your dreams?
Wow, that is deep.
Thank you.
Alex, do you think confidence is important?
Yes, confidence helps a lot.
Beginners should not fear mistakes.
Mistakes help us learn.
Exactly.
Let's teach another useful question pattern.
Great.
We can use can you
Can you help me?
Can you open the door?
Can you speak slowly?
Very useful in daily life.
Another useful pattern is could you?
Yes, it sounds polite.
Could you repeat that?
Could you show me the way?
Very nice.
Emily, what questions do tourists ask?
They ask, "Where is the hotel?"
Also, how much is this?
And "Can you help me?"
Very practical questions.
Yes.
What about restaurant questions?
Good idea.
Can I have a menu?
What do you recommend?
How much is the pasta?
Can I pay by card?
Excellent.
Beginners should learn questions for real life.
I completely agree.
What about you, everyone? What English question do you use every day?
Please write your answer in the comments.
We would love to read your answers.
Emily, let's teach regular and irregular verbs now.
Okay,
Regular verbs usually end with ed in the past.
like played, watched, and cleaned.
Irregular verbs change differently.
Like go becomes went.
Eat becomes ate.
See becomes saw.
Very important for past tense questions.
For example, did you go to school yesterday?
Did you eat lunch?
Did you see the movie?
Great examples.
Thank you.
Emily, do you practice English every day?
Yes, I do.
How do you practice?
I listen to podcasts and read simple books.
That sounds interesting.
What about you?
I practice by speaking with friends.
That sounds fun.
Emily, what advice do you have for beginners?
Practice a little every day.
Good advice.
Learn simple questions first.
Yes, simple questions build confidence.
Also, listen and repeat.
Repetition is powerful.
Exactly.
Let's do one final quick practice.
Okay.
What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is sushi.
Where do you live?
I live in New York.
Do you like music?
Yes, I do.
Can you swim?
Yes, I can.
Wonderful.
Those are very common questions.
Yes, beginners should memorize them.
If you are enjoying this episode, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
And keep practicing English every day.
Learning English can be fun.
Absolutely.
Today was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed our conversation today.
Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Keep asking questions and keep learning English. Emily, before we finish, I think we should teach more useful questions for daily conversations.
That is a wonderful idea.
Many learners know basic questions, but they want longer conversations too.
Yes, asking one question can help start a big conversation.
Exactly.
Alex, what question do you ask when you meet a new person?
I often ask, what do you like to do in your free time?
That is a very friendly question.
Yes, people enjoy talking about hobbies.
If someone says, I like music, we can ask more questions.
Like, what kind of music do you enjoy?
Or who is your favorite singer?
Very natural conversation.
Beginners should remember that conversations grow slowly.
One small question can become many questions.
Exactly.
Emily, let's practice a longer conversation example.
Sounds great.
What do you usually do after work?
I usually go home and relax.
How do you relax?
I listen to music and drink tea.
What kind of tea do you like?
I like green tea.
Do you drink tea every day?
Yes, almost every evening.
That sounds peaceful.
It really is.
See, everyone, simple questions can continue naturally.
You do not need difficult vocabulary.
Simple English is enough for good communication.
Alex, many learners ask how to continue conversations.
Yes, that is a common problem.
One good method is asking follow-up questions.
Exactly.
For example, if someone says, I love sports, you can ask more questions.
Like, which sport do you like most?
How often do you play?
Who do you play with?
When did you start playing?
Very nice examples.
Thank you.
Emily, what are some useful questions for making friends?
I think where did you grow up is a good question.
Yes, people often enjoy talking about their hometown.
Another good question is, what is your favorite memory?
That can create emotional conversations.
Exactly.
I also like asking, what languages do you speak?
That is very useful for English learners.
Emily, how many languages do you speak?
I speak English and Spanish.
Wow, that is impressive.
Thank you. What about you?
I speak English and a little French.
That is wonderful too.
Learning languages opens many doors.
I completely agree.
Emily, let's teach question intonation now.
Great topic.
Intonation means the rise and fall of your voice.
Yes, your voice changes when you ask questions.
For many yes or no questions, the voice rises at the end.
Like, are you ready?
Exactly.
But for information questions, the voice often falls slightly.
Like, where do you live?
Good example.
Pronunciation and intonation make English sound natural.
Learners should listen carefully and repeat many times.
Emily, do you remember any funny English mistakes?
Yes, I do.
Tell us one.
One time, I wanted to ask, where is the station?
Okay,
But I accidentally said, where is the vacation?
that is funny.
Everyone laughed kindly.
Mistakes like that are normal.
Yes, do not feel embarrassed.
Every mistake teaches something new.
Exactly.
Emily, what questions are useful when traveling?
Travelers often ask, how far is the airport?
Good one.
What time does the train leave?
Is there a bathroom nearby?
Can you show me on the map?
Those questions are very practical.
Yes, travelers use them all the time.
Let's also teach phone conversation questions.
Great idea.
What do people say on the phone?
They often ask, can I speak to Sarah?
Or who is calling?
Can you call me later?
What time should I call back?
Excellent.
Emily, some learners feel nervous speaking English on the phone.
That is understandable.
Phone conversations can be difficult because we cannot see faces.
Yes, but practice helps a lot.
Listening practice is very important.
Podcasts can help improve listening skills.
Emily, let's talk about classroom questions too.
Okay.
Students often ask teachers many questions.
Like, can you explain that again?
What does this word mean? How do you spell that?
Can you speak more slowly? Those questions are very important for learners.
Yes, students should never fear asking questions.
Questions help us learn faster.
Emily, let's do another mini conversation.
Sounds fun.
Excuse me, where is the nearest supermarket?
It's next to the bank.
Is it far from here?
No, it is only 5 minutes away.
Thank you very much. You're welcome. That conversation is short but useful.
Yes, beginners can use it in real life.
Emily, what questions are useful at work?
Workers often ask, what time is the meeting?
Can you send me the file?
Who is responsible for this project?
When is the deadline?
Very professional questions.
English questions are useful everywhere.
At school, at work, while shopping, and while traveling.
Exactly.
Alex, let's help listeners build confidence.
Good idea.
Many learners wait for perfect English before speaking.
But perfect English is not necessary.
Communication is the most important thing.
Even simple questions can create good conversations.
Absolutely.
Emily, what practice method do you recommend?
I recommend speaking aloud every day.
That is very effective.
Learners can stand in front of a mirror and practice questions.
They can also record their voice.
Yes, listening to yourself helps pronunciation.
Another good method is shadowing.
Shadowing means listening and repeating immediately.
It improves pronunciation and rhythm.
Exactly.
Emily, let's teach polite questions now.
Very important topic.
English speakers speakers often use polite language.
Especially with strangers.
Instead of saying, "Give me water," we can say, "Could I have some water?"
Much more polite.
Instead of "Open the window," we can ask, "Could you open the window?"
Polite questions sound friendly and respectful.
Emily, what about questions with would?
Good point.
Would is also useful for polite speaking.
For example, would you like some coffee?
Would you like to join us?
Would you mind helping me?
Excellent examples.
Thank you.
Everyone, what English questions do you want to learn next?
Please tell us in the comments below.
We love reading your ideas.
Your comments help us create new episodes.
Emily, before we finish, let's review today's lesson.
Great idea.
Today, we learned question words.
Like what, where, when, why, who, and how.
We also learned yes or no questions.
And polite questions, too.
We practiced pronunciation and intonation.
We also learned how to continue conversations naturally.
Most importantly, we learned not to fear mistakes.
Exactly.
English learning is a journey.
Step by step, you will improve.
Emily, I really enjoyed today's discussion.
Me too. It was very helpful and fun.
I hope our listeners learned many useful questions today.
And I hope they practice speaking every day.
Small daily practice creates big improvement.
Absolutely true.
Thank you, everyone, for spending time with us today.
We are very happy you joined our podcast.
Keep listening, keep practicing, and keep asking questions in English.
Your English can improve every single day.
We believe in you.
See you in the next episode, everyone.
Take care and have a wonderful day.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.